You can't take no Philly niggas nowhere. Trashterpiece Theater, Episode 8, Trapped in the Studio. Back in the day when I was in college, I used to be a DJ at the radio station. I went to school in Central PA, and at the time, I had the only show in the region that was playing hip-hop consistently. My show was every Friday and Saturday night from like 9 p to 1 a. While my homies was out partying, I was spinning records and talking shit over the air. It was cool because the parties at my school sucked a buffet of dicks anyway. Having the show was the shit because I also got to talk to folks from like Def Jam and Bad Boy, and they were excited to send me all kinds of free music, merch, and swag. So one day, me and my roommate Dimitri went off campus to buy broke nigga liquor and broke nigga food. At McDonald's, we see these two Jawns. Dimitri was a quiet and mysterious ass nigga, and he looked like Omar Epps from the Juice days, so Jawns used to be on him. So the shorter of the two Jawns was on his top. The tall, thick Jawn was on me, licking her lips and shit like I too was on the dollar menu. And honestly, had she paid $1 for my trash ass back then, she definitely would have been overcharged. My roommate bagged the one Jawn and I bagged Thicky Lake. She was cool. She said she recognized my voice from the radio show and said I looked better in person than I sound on the radio, which I wasn't sure if that was meant to be an insult, but her booty to offend me ratio was proportionate, so I took it as a compliment. At the time, I was on again and off again with my crazy but cool girlfriend from the Bronx. When I bagged Amazon McThickums, we were off. But that week, we decided to try to get back together again. So when Dreamy Buns McArchback hit me up, I ignored her. All week long, me and the girlfriend were trying to work shit out. All week long, Dense Thighs McWagon kept hitting my phone. And all week long, I kept ignoring her calls. Me and the girlfriend actually didn't work things out that week. So now I'm aggy as fuck because that was 1 week of missed opportunities with Thyra Banks. And I'm not prepared to say that I sabotaged the reconciliation efforts that week. But if that's what you choose to believe, I'm okay with that. So I finally called Jiggle Draw's Jill back and she ain't answer. I guess she was in her feels about me spending a week not taking her calls. I tried hitting her up for a few days more, but broad butt Bella was giving me the cold shoulder. It was a complete L. No girlfriend, no bodacious buns for the kid. The weekend rolls around and it's time for my show. I get in the studio and there are boxes of shit everywhere from Rockefeller, Def Jam, Universal, Aftermath, you name it. The station manager left me a note asking me to have it cleaned up before the morning shows. As the night wore on, the call slowed down and I started going through the boxes while songs were playing. As I was bagging up, the phone rang. It was Wonderloaf O Snap Cakes. She was like, as the show wrapped, I basically grabbed all the stuff I wanted, shoved them in a book bag, and then crammed the rest of the stuff in a storage closet. I locked up the station and hauled ass out the building. So now my big ass is walking down the deserted streets of Carlisle, PA with a book bag full of random shit. I ain't even go back to the dorm since I was too afraid of running into my off-again girlfriend or one of her homies. I get to the address and it's a big ass apartment building. Front desk boy calls up the Thunder Cheeks and she okayed me. As I was walking to the elevator, boy started throwing me mad shade. I was about to say something, but then I refocused on Creamy Thighs Jones. I get to her floor and her apartment door was the first one as soon as you get off. Before I could knock, she opens the door weighing next to nothing. Before I could say anything, she kissed me, then pulled me into this fly little studio. We went right at it. She pushed me down on the bed and started going to town. The shit was so good, I started re-examining every decision I had ever made and was high-key pissed I was gonna have to marry this chick now. We go at it, and Thick Van Winkle is throwing it back. Cake everywhere. She had one of those don't look downs. Like I was chilling when I was looking straight ahead and talking shit, but as soon as I looked down and saw all that action happening, I almost checked out the game. She was bent over moaning, but in my head, I was spitting Biggie lyrics.
Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawning, now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop.
We both pass out. I wake up about an hour later and she's laying on my chest drooling and shit. It was super quiet until the elevator bell rang. She immediately woke up and started listening intently. You could hear footsteps walking from the elevator toward the door. She panicked. I think that's my man. Now I'm part scared and part laughing since I was just spitting Biggie lyrics and found myself in I Got a Story to Tell. I hear a male voice on the other side of the door. Fuck I do with my keys? Sloppy Top McBackshot says, "That's my man, you gotta hide." I'm like, motherfucker, where? I'm 6'7" and this is a fucking studio. She jumps up and puts a robe on, and I scurry to throw my clothes back on as homie is fumbling with his keys. He finally opens the door to see me and his woman on opposite sides of the room. Homie came in like, "Yo, what the fuck is this shit?" Fuck Niggamus, the god of fuckboys, did not forsake me that night. It came to me quick. "Yo, I'm a DJ at WDCV. Your girl called in and won a prize pack for y'all. I'm headed back to Philly tomorrow and wanted to drop this stuff off tonight so y'all could be the first ones in the streets with it." Homie looked at me, then looked at his girl, then looked back at me, then smiled and said, "My nigga, we listen to you every weekend. It's nice to finally meet you, bro." As homie started picking through his choice of Rough Riders, Cash Money, and Def Jam CDs, Glory Cake slid to the bathroom. He grabbed most of the stuff he wanted. She came out the bathroom, grabbed a few more things, and I made my way to the door. Homie dapped me up, Wonder Cheek smirked at me, and I dipped. The very next week during my show, homie called up to the station and left a drop. For the real hip hop and R&B, tune in every Friday and Saturday night too. And I know that violated mad bro code, but what he didn't know couldn't hurt him. I just hope they're still not together. And if they are, I hope they don't see this Jawn. And if they do, it sucks to suck. Thank you so much for watching Trashterpiece Theater. Please like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Also, please consider donating to our Patreon to help the channel grow. Patreon patrons receive additional bonus episodes, so there's that too. This is all possible because of your support. Thank you.